Reina. Now this horse is, believe it or not, body-wise, this horse is 26 years old, which is just immaculately beautiful horse for 26. Unbelievable. Always had really kind of rough hooves. We used to have shoes on her, but as she got older, it kind of hurt her a little bit, so we decided just to keep her doctored and keep her trimmed up, because this horse here is a unique horse. Most farriers, when people out there, when you go to see this video, she looks fine, she looks normal, but this horse is a one-person horse. The owner of the horse, Amy, can do anything she wants with this horse, but this horse cannot handle another horse in the pasture. She's a savage. You cannot walk out in this horse's pasture without the owner there. She will savage you. She is very, very independent horse that I've ever seen, but she tolerates me to trim her hooves. Even when before putting shoes on her, she let me put shoes, but when she started hurting with the pounding, we had to stop. So I'm going to show you what she's got is a club foot on the right front. We keep it trimmed. It don't look that bad when I'm done, but that's just the way it is. We just have to keep her doctored, keep her trimmed, and she gets along fine. She's retired, so she's not getting rode no more. She's 26 years old. You'll never know that this horse is 26 by the way she looks. You'd think this horse is like 15 or 16 years old, but she's 26. And when a horse gets to be late 20s, pushing 30s, they're old. They're getting up there in age, and they're starting to show it. Okay, well, we're ready now. We're going to try to get her trimmed up. Always let Amy go catch the horse. And she looks normal. I mean, she looks like a normal horse. You don't ever reach over and pat her, because you'll be sorry if you do. Now here's how I have to approach this horse. Now, Reina, I'm just getting his foot right here, okay? Right here, okay? See her ears go back? Okay, right here, girl, see? And see how she lifts her foot right up for me? She tolerates me for this. And like I said, this is the club foot. And any farriers out there who is going to watch this can going to say, well, I could fix that if I want. Well, you're right. I could do it better too, but this horse, believe me, it hurts her to put shoes on. So her soles are solid. We just have to adjust them, put a little medicine on them to harden them up.
Little frog.
Yep. And then it's just your basic trim. As you can see, the club foot grows a lot of heel, so you got to try to feather it back down a little bit.
What?
If there's some kind of there's several different reasons. It could be a damaged at an early age. Could be just growed that way, but there's a weakness on the front. It causes the toe not to grow out the way it's supposed to, and the heels grow long, and it becomes what they call a club foot. The hoof stands up really, really high.
She was born with it.
Making sure it's level. Here's where the weak part is. See, that's where the toe is. All that junk gets up in there. You gotta try to get it out so I can get some medicine in there. And then I'm gonna round it up now. As you can see, this dishes out.
Oh yeah.
That's the club foot now. Like I said, there's gonna be farriers out there. I can fix that. I can fix that if it was me. Okay, well, that's fine. And that's about the best you can do with this.
I have had farriers come out and say that they're going to fix it, and then after they had trimmed her, she was lame.
Oh,
yep.
No.
Yep.
So we kind of just keep it the way that it's growing.
And did they put a shoe on it, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've had shoes on her, and she's never been lame one time when I had them on her, did she?
No.
But
Hell.
the part is, it's not putting the shoes on with, it's the pressure from the pounding. All right, see? Now I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Back foot, girl. Back foot. See, she lifts it right up for me.
It's crazy.
Isn't that weird? But I'm going to show you when we're done. I'm going to make sure I'm done first before I pull any tricks. It's hard. And if you try to force it back, on not just her, any horse, they're going to fight you because it hurts them. So you got to try to let them get in a position where it helps them. See how she didn't used to do that, pulling her foot up. So you got to understand, even though she looks as good as she does, she's still 26 years old. So we just gotta knuckle down there, and she ain't got much frog on that one to pull that one shed out.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's nothing for me to cut with this. That's what we was talking about on the last video.
There's something to cut, you'll cut.
Yeah.
Let's shed it off.
There's textures telling me right there I can't cut no more.
Yeah.
If I did, I'd get blood. As you seen on the first foot, I was able to cut the frog out.
Yep.
That's just the way it is in Florida. See, she's really not wanting to put her foot back. So I'm having to...
Accommodate her.
Yep. And as you can hear, I'm going to start huffing and puffing here because when they start pulling, I ain't no spring chicken myself.
James is 26 too.
Yeah. 26 in horse years. All right, now I'm gonna round it up. But if I was to try to force this foot back and force the issue, that look on her face would change. Because it's kind of a little wet out here.
Yeah.
And this stuff I'm called super strong. It's real strong iodine. I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah.
17.5% tincture iodine, and it's basically like putting liquid fire in there. As of right now, any germ in that foot is dead. However, it can come back after a few days.
Of course.
Okay, girl, this one, see how she laid her ears back at me? Come
Yep.
on now, this one here. That's it. Okay. And Amy, the owner, has had the horse since she was 6 months old, so we definitely know the horse is 26.
Yeah.
Which is just unheard of how good she looks. It's just weird. See, I can tell by the texture of the frog. For some reason on the back ones they shed out. And the back legs are usually more harder on them when they're older because of the stifle and the position of having to hold the foot up. Stifles get kind of creaky and it's hard for them to put their foot back. But after a while, I just know, I'm going to show you before, but here's where the stifle is, right?
Okay, yeah, let's
Right
talk
here's
about
the
them.
stifle area. I can't get too close to her.
No, yeah.
Right here's the stifle area.
Age.
They're holding that foot back. This is a strain right here.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why it's harder for an older horse to get their back hook.
Think like their tendons contract or
exactly.
something. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. All right. One more foot, girl. This one right here. This one right here. Come on. See, she lifts it right up.
It's just so
She
funny.
Don't fight me. Amy could hold this horse without no treats, but it would be more hard because she does like her treats. But if Amy was up there, I could get her done. It's just a lot quicker for her to have her treats. At farriers, we get into the habit, when we're done trimming a horse, we'll put their foot down and reach up and give them a little pat on the shoulder, show them they were good. Don't do it with this horse. This horse is not playing games. When she's telling you what she's going to do, you can take it to the bank. She's going to do it. After the first few trims, I'm like, when I first started, I was putting shoes on her. She let me put shoes on, and it's just like she's doing with this.
Split.
A lot of horses get these splits right in the center here when they're out in the pasture a lot. What it is, it looks like a cow foot when I'm done, but if you don't dig all that junk and dirt out of there, it can just get worse. So See, it's all full of that mud.
Mm-hmm.
So I open it up and try to get it all out of there. She's shoving me out.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just doctor it. And that's basically it with her. Actually, it doesn't look as bad as I've seen it, so we're doing good. We got this stuff here. Okay. Here's what I'm talking about. Most of the time, we want to reach up
Yeah.
and give her a pet and show her she's good. Okay, you got me on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I pet you? Can I pet you? Can I pet? You see that?
Mm-hmm. Ears
That's it. I'm not
back,
playing no
ready
more
to go.
games.
Yeah, I wouldn't keep it
But
going.
I just want to
Yeah.
show you that she tolerates me.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I've been trying. That's what we're trying to start this video. All you ever see is all the glory.
Yeah.
This is learning how to get to know a horse. This is learning what you can do and what you can't do. When you can discipline a horse and when you can't discipline a horse. If I was to try to get on to her for trying to bite me, I don't even know if Amy would be able to hold her. She's gonna get me. So, but look at her. Look how you're done. Get out of my pasture.
I'm out.
That's it. So, she's tolerable. She lets me do my job. And see there's her. There's where she does. She follows her. Look at her. Now the only thing she'd be doing to me right now if I was out there is eating me.
Great.
See, now I'll give you one more. What's this?
What's that?
What's
Try
this?
to pet her.
Hey, see
No
that?
one.
Now
Hi.
here I come up.
Hi, how you doing?
Here I come up. You see that?
Right
And
now.
you can take it to the bank. She's not bluffing.